Hey guys, so I wanted to share with you the altar for Yule for Thanksgiving. So I have this really cool wreath. It's a star. I got this, I believe, at Hobby Lobby a couple years back, and so I brought it out and I just have it there. Um, I still have my spell there that I have, but now that it has been fulfilled because Eric and I are both employed, and I'm actually yeah, so I wanted to keep it there because now it's Thanksgiving season and it's time to be grateful and thankful. So I have it there as a reminder of the blessing of that spell that was manifested. And so this is the altar for the season. It's very clean, just kind of basic. I didn't want to do I didn't want to do a lot of stuff in it, even though it does look like a lot of stuff. But for me, this is kind of just a simple one. And so I'm going to start here. I apologize for the shakiness. And so here I have, of course, the goddess Mother Morrigan, with the crystals and stones that I resonate with her and her totem animal there, which is the raven or crow. I have this cool little like foliage here. It has like little glitter and frost. It looks like little sprigs of pine on both sides. I have this really pretty crystal that was given. We had it for a really long time in our family, along with this sets of crystal cups. They actually work also as, if I take this off, as candle holders. So it's really, really cool. But, and then I have here the Father God Carnunos with the stag there and the crystals associated with him. I did bring in selenite to give a little bit of that purification energy, that cleansing energy. Also reminds me of icicles and snow. Since it's California, it barely started raining. It's still hot here. I actually posted something on Facebook. I think it was on Facebook or I can't remember if it was Facebook or Instagram. Kind of saying that everywhere else, everyone's experiencing either like snow or really chilly moments, and then it's over here it's like 85 degrees and everything is green. So it feels like we're experiencing spring in the end of November going into December. It's kind of weird. But also I have these representation of a white rose and a red rose. I remember seeing this symbolism in the death card in tarot. I can't remember too much of the story, and this is, I apologize if I'm going to butcher it, but to my understanding, the way that it resonated with me, I'm going to go into that what resonated with me is the symbolism of the red rose, which symbolizes blood, fluidity, change, and also represents for me like the death part of that, the pomegranate seed, the underworld, and then the white rose represents life, beginning, something new, a purification, a new journey. It's the color of like a snow of winter. So having that both as the God aspect is descending into the underworld, we have the goddess into the crone phase that's kind of coming into her own in her time of mourning. So I like that balance. Then I have these goblets, or I don't know what you want to call them, chalices, I don't know. But I have a little bit of water in them to kind of keep that vibration, because when I use this soundboard out, I want that vibration to kind of carry throughout the crystals, and I'll go into my crystal grid there. But Eric actually gave me a good point, or brought up a good point, because it's right next to my bed. The cat is sometimes jumps off the bed and knocks over my pillow, so I'm kind of worried that she's going to spill these, and so I think I might remove the water, but we'll see. And then I just have my lighter, the scent of winter. We have eucalyptus oil. It smells really good. It reminds me of Christmas. I have my cauldron. On this side I have the Ogum set. I have my crystal wand that I use to do the to kind of trace my pattern for the crystal grid, and then I have the balance, because you know me, I need to have a perfect balance of things. So let's talk about the crystal grid. So I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again. 2016 fucking blows. It blows. It was the most challenging year for me personally. is also for my family. And so there has been a real struggle for stability and to feel okay and normal. And so because it's coming to the end of the year, I believe it's November 23rd right now, I am craving that balance and harmony, and things are finally starting to calm down and to make sense. And I feel healthy, and I feel like I just feel sane in a lot of ways. And so this crystal grid, I've used black obsidian and snowflake obsidian, quartz, and selenite as my main point. And I wanted to bring in the balance of light and dark, of transitions and changes, and also the energy that I put into this is of getting the balance of things, of releasing what needs to be released and embracing what needs to be embraced, and going with the flow of things and not looking back and not bringing things of the old into the new, if that makes sense. As many of you have gone through some crazy energies and mental states as well, with people are getting anxiety and depression because of the state of with the presidential election here in the States. It has been crazy. And and I normally don't talk about politics, but this is the first time I've been really involved in politics, and I feel like it's something that we need to discuss. Not like right now, but I mean, it's definitely something that, I mean, not in this video, but it's something I think I do want to express my thoughts. And I had a couple conversations with people about what's going on, and how it's important for us to not stay silent and to vocalize our opinions and not to judge others for their beliefs. For people that voted for Trump, I'm not saying who you need to vote with or vote for. That's not the point. It's just kind of like educate yourself, because both candidates in my opinion are terrible, but one overshines the other in that case. But so this is what this grid's about, for me to be able to witness the truth, and the truth in the darkness, and to find the light, and to always center myself in the light. Somebody asked me, actually I think it was Joey Morrison that pointed out, this is the card captor casting circle that I did in a video a while back when I did this in my my altar here. And so I kind of like that there's the sun representation, and then there's the moon representation for the goddess Morgan, and then the divine kind of star pentacle there in the center that has the how many points is that actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that right? But yeah, so I kind of like the look of this, and I wanted to bring a crystal grid that was going to work in here. And so yeah, this is my Yule altar. And by adding to this year, why it's so challenging and why it sucks is just because I didn't get to celebrate any holidays or Sabbats. I'm not celebrating Thanksgiving because I'm working Black Friday. I'm not celebrating Christmas. This year did not feel like a year of celebrating. I didn't decorate anything for Samhain. I didn't go out. I didn't do anything. And I didn't even celebrate birthdays, y'all. This is real. This year has just been a very challenging, and I haven't felt the need to celebrate anything until these coming moments where I'm starting to feel stable and things are changing and manifesting. So yeah, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. My altar here, and then now I wanted to kind of share with you guys the process of my witchy room. Yeah, because there's some stuff, and I'm just going to talk about it in the next clip when I show you what it kind of looks like right now. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this, and I will see you in the next clip. Yay! Alright, so this is what my office room looks like right now. It's just kind of like stuff everywhere. My sister was living in this room while they were waiting to get their house. So they finally were able to move into their house, and it has been 3 months. And so all my stuff has kind of been pushed aside. So this room was actually their room for a little bit. So it's pretty messy. That's like the out window. And so it's definitely ready to put my stuff back in here, but this is what it looked like before. And so right now I just kind of pushed everything over there. So I'm kind of figuring out what I want to do, something that's gonna kind of reignite the witchiness, because this office wasn't available to me. I just didn't have the room to create, to paint, to do anything, and so it's just kind of been on hold. And so, oh look, you can see a tapatio bottle. Mexicans. But yeah, so it's kind of time to do something and to figure things out, and I want to take everything off and start fresh. So let's see what that looks like. And I'm going to bring you along this little journey. Yay! Alright, so I moved a lot of stuff out, and it literally looks like a witchy yard sale right now. It is a mess. I'm gonna take stuff from there. I empty everything out. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna move my art table, my arts and crafts table, something somewhere else, or figure it out. So I'm waiting for the inspiration to hit me. Okay, so I saw something on Pinterest, and so I know it looks kind of ugly and janky right now, but I wanted to add some lights to see if it adds something kind of romantic. I just did it very messy so I could see if I like it or not, but I have these mirrors, these twin mirrors that I really like. So I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna see if it just comes out. I'm playing with ideas here. But yeah, I always like the more of like a romantic kind of feel. I'm not, as much as I will like to have like that gothic kind of practical magic witchiness kind of feel to it, I always tend to go more towards the pretty romantic side of the witchery. So yeah, so let's see how this ends up coming, I guess. Okay, all right, so I decided to go for like this apothecary kind of thing, because I have a lot of jars and I have a lot of herbs, and I'm kind of switching it out, and I decided to do this little moment here. I brought these from my garden, these cute little fairy homes. So yeah, so that's kind of like the look that I'm going for. I'm gonna see how it comes out, and I will share that with you as well. Yay, I actually like the way it's feeling. I mean, that's not where they're gonna go, and just put them there because I want to kind of bring the energy of nature in here, kind of give it more of a kind of place where I want to do my crafts, and I want to do everything's easy, reachable. These are my main herbs that I like to use, and so once I finish everything, I'll definitely do a tour for sure. All right, so I created this actually really cute moment. I'm actually really happy with it. I kind of shared right now on Instagram just kind of like what it looks like, but I picked these items, these little jars. Again, once I put it all together, I'll give you guys a full tour. But yeah, so far I kind of like the direction it's going. It's super cute. I'm telling you, romantic witch. That's the theme for here. It's really pretty. It just inspires me. I have a couple jars up here. I'm trying to figure out how I want to move things around. I have all my books. So yeah, I'm gonna keep playing with it, try to see if I like it, if it just flows really good. So far so good. So I want to see how the process goes, and of course things might change. I might move things around, but normally when I'm kind of deciding to create my space, I'll look at some Pinterest pictures, or I'll look at witchy rooms, and whatever kind of inspires me, that's the feel that I want, because I have to listen to that moment of inspiration, because I know that's where my creativity's at. And so if I kind of tap into that energy and allow it to manifest into something physical, then it's going to help me with the process when I'm actually here working either on my art or on my craft. And so it's that moment where I'm just following the little roadmap of inspiration, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm going to keep working, and we'll see where it goes. So right now I'm just kind of putting things up, trying to see how I feel about them, get a taste. Down here, I think this looks really cute. I have my tarot decks there and there. I have little things with my crystals, and so I'm kind of just putting things around, see how I feel about it. I still need to figure out where to put my art supplies. I have a little random stuff, and then I have to figure if I want to keep this. What I was using this is to put like either quotes or things that inspire me, just to kind of hang them there since it's still in this area. And then I need to take all this other stuff out of my brother's desk because I just kind of dumped things in there to kind of sort things out. I have a lot of stuff there. Gotta figure out what to do here, if I'm gonna keep Wonder Woman looking over me. Gotta figure all that stuff out. But I think this is coming out super, super cute. I really like it. So let's see how it turns out. All right, you guys. So for the most part, I'm done. I finished. I hung some stuff back up in the wall. I just cut some fresh rosemary from my garden. I just have 2 benches there so they could go in some of these jars. But let me zoom out so you can see. Ta-da! It looks really good. I'm actually really happy the way it turned out. It's definitely going to inspire me to go back to work and to start creating and making magical things. This has by far, I wish I could do some more light up there, but I very rarely, you know, get anything from up there, and these books have all been loved and read. But yeah, so I did go ahead and leave the stuff the way I said, but I added some new stuff, so I'll give you a tour and I'll kind of go through it. So just have my bag there. I left Wonder Woman. I just did some little things there. I brought my record player in here. It was in the living room. And it's a pretty bare room, and we were planning to move in like a couple months, and so I'm not gonna do anything drastic. Originally we were gonna paint. And change the carpet because we ripped all the carpet off. This is from our old room that we just did like new carpet. But we're just not gonna put a lot of time into this room, and then my brother's gonna set back up his computer and everything, and so I just hung up our Justice League thing. But yeah, and I have my art supplies down there, and so yeah. So we're gonna end up moving, and so I didn't wanna, you know, go and paint the walls like we were supposed to, or put the new carpet and the baseboard. It is the way it is, and we're just have to make stuff work. But it's nice to finally have a workspace again after so many months. It's been too long. So let's see. Yeah, so I have my little witch hazel here. I have my herbs that I always use. I have lavender, spearmint. This is St. John's wort, mugwort, and rose petals. And up here, I did these. Okay, so I have to show you this in a moment. But I have the Maiden Mother and Crone statues. I did these really cute little moments in these jars with some dried roses that Noah Tempestari gave me. And so I kind of put them in the jar. This is an actual glass ornament on top of a glass candle. So I'm gonna do something really cool with these, but I like the way it looks. It looks kind of like these magical crystal ball orbs. I really love it. I wanted that light to kind of shine through. Then I have the little Salem cat and just my little thing there. And then down here, I just did a lot of little moments. I have my little crown. I hung up the dream catcher thing that I made, and then just a little stuff, little crystals, my art stuff. Here's the fairy little moment there. My salt lamp where I keep my tarot decks, some jars with some stuff, and Aphrodite there. You recognize this, my Book of Shadows. And here I just have here's a mirror. I have a little jar with bees in it. I just filled this catnip one up. Noah Tempestari also gave me these little jars, so cute. I have my witch's bottle there. I have these cool little candle things that have my initials, Eric Silvermoon. My nieces put this together. It's so cute. It's a bunch of dry flowers in this little mason jar. I have my fairy. I have Kuan Yin, more little glass jars, and so it's really cute. I really like it. And here I have some letters that some of my friends gave me, and like I said, some of my art. But yeah, so far it's really good. Oh, I have to show you this. So my friend Cheryl sent me this this kind of case, and inside it had a wand that she made. It had what else did it have? It had a bunch of little things, and so I didn't know what to do with it. So I ended up creating my travel altar, and so this is what I did with it, and I think it came out pretty badass. So isn't that cool? I'm super thrilled about it. So I have this cloth back there. I have this, like, you can't really tell the color, but it's this purple suede. And yeah, so whenever I go out and I want to do something witchy out in the open, I could have this little mini travel altar, put the items in here, and close it up. So I thought it was really cool, and she painted this for me, so I just wanted to show you that because I thought it was really cute. And then we have Janis Joplin blazing. Woo! Incense. I already cleansed the place with Palo Santo, and it's super cute. It's such a cute little moment. I'm very happy with it. It works. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming along this journey and kind of watching kind of how I create things and what am I going to come up with. So I'm sure you'll see this space quite a bit in my videos because it's going to be my backdrop as I'm posting all kinds of great stuff. So yeah, go ahead and comment below. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much. Blessed be.